bunch of weird flavors of monsters and then give our reviews about them. And we've got 4 categories that we're going to be judging on. The design, so what the can look like, taste, color of the monster, sometimes they have different colors, and then our overall rating of it. And this is going to be out of 5 stars. So after we try each drink, we'll review it, give our ratings and comments, on the monster.
I really like I like that color way better, but the flavor, it reminds me of Mountain Dew. That's the first thing I thought of, with the color and the flavor. It's way different than a normal Monster. And if it's just extra strength, that's really interesting that the flavor is completely different and the color is completely.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a different flavor. It is a little more citrusy, the Mountain Dew flavor.
It definitely doesn't taste like a typical
I liked
energy
it.
drink.
I think I liked it. I don't know if it was my
I
favorite.
like that one a lot more.
You like that one a lot more?
Yeah, you're right, it's like a citrus flavor to it.
The color and foam overall presentation was beautiful. I really liked the green color.
Yeah.
I really like green, and that was just a beautiful display of green. So really like that green. The can design, they took it, up a notch. It's a little different. It kind of looks like maybe little black tree branches, and then the green mist, and then there's just the monster logo. I liked the design. My overall score, I'll show you my slides. Design, 4 stars, and then taste, I gave it 4 stars. And then the color, 5 stars, perfect score, beautiful green, lots of foam. And then overall, I would say 4.5 stars, so another high ranking monster.
I did 5 for the design because I think it's really eye-catching, and so it really stands out as an extra strength monster. Taste, I gave 4 stars because taste is better than the original, I think, but again, probably not my favorite flavor in the world, so that's why I just gave it 5. Color is awesome. I really like that green. It's way better than the brown averages. I don't know why they don't just do the green for all of them. So an overall score is 4.5.
I scored it a 4 design. Design is definitely an improvement over the original can. I also scored a 4 in taste. I really enjoyed the flavor. Not the best thing I've ever tasted, but I liked it better than the original. The color, I really enjoy that kind of that greenish. It's kind of a nice bright color, better than the dull brownish color of the original. So overall, I give it a 4.5.
Yeah, what team is that even?
I don't know much for football. I couldn't tell you who that is or team. I might say who it is on there. There's a signature at the top, but
It's Gronk.
that's the name of the player, Gronk.
Yeah, I think that's his last name. I think that's
Okay.
why.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so very sports and Red Bull looking. Color, once again, kind of that
Yeah, it's just they keep going with that color.
that apple juicy brown. There's foam, which kind of makes it a little more gross too, So that's what I see about the color. Any comments?
It just looks gross. I'm sorry, but it reminds me of someone who's dehydrated their pee.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
Dehydrated pea.
Yeah.
For design, I had 2 stars. Like I said, it kind of reminded me of, like we all said, I suppose, it kind of reminded us of Red Bull, and it's sports related. Not a huge fan of sports. I don't know who Gronk is. And then taste, 2 stars. Not a huge fan of the taste. I probably prefer just a regular Red Bull over that. And then color, once again, that kind of color we all don't like, so 2 stars, and overall 2 stars. So it wasn't the worst thing, but I didn't really like it that much.
So I gave the design a 1 because I don't understand why they would want to make it look like aren't they like competitors, Red Bull and Monster?
In a way, I'd
I
say.
think
So
so.
I don't know why they want to make it look like they're competitors. And like I don't care about football at all, so it's not appealing to me at all. The taste was pretty bad. I don't really like Red Bull, but it was worse than Red Bull. Color, once again, is just not appealing. So overall, I gave it 1.5. I just think this was a mistake for Monster to make.
None of us like sports, though. You know, somebody that's in football may think this is the greatest thing ever. So.
Well, I mean, if there was like a red panda on it, I'd probably drink it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
All right. For design, I gave it a 2. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of plain, and you know, I like that. I like the sports. You know, not a lot of color really to it. For taste, I gave it 2.5 frowny faces. It's just, yeah, it's kind of like Red Bull. You know, there's nothing really special about it. It's, you know, the color, yeah, looks. I gave it a 1.5. Looks like pee. You know, somebody drinking up water.
And now you're drinking it.
And now I'm drinking it.
Ugh.
Thankfully, it doesn't taste like that, but you know.
How would you know?
I guess it doesn't taste like that.
Okay, good save.
Overall, a 2.
Oh, God.
I don't like coffee, but it's not bad. Not as bad as I thought.
I really enjoyed the
I-
design on the can.
Yeah, I agree. I really like the design. I think it's super creative and it's cool looking. It's definitely appealing to the eye.
And it's also Kona blend, and I like Kona. So, yeah, that's extra points there.
It's gonna be horrible, but it's really not horrible. It's kind of almost enjoyable if I like coffee.
I don't know, I didn't really like it.
Color, I'm not a huge fan of, you know, brown.
Well, it is coffee though, so they can't really
Yeah.
change the color of coffee. So
Well,
And I don't remember it being fizzy. Was it fizzy for you guys?
no.
Okay, so no fizz. Okay, so design on this can was really beautiful. I think that's probably the best thing about this monster for me. So I gave it 5 stars. Taste was a 2. I don't like coffee, but I didn't make me gag, so it was okay. Color 2. I know they can't really help it, but there's a reason it's in a can, not a clear cup. And then overall, it got a 3 because of the design aspect, really, is what saved it.
Okay, so for design, I gave it a 6. I know you're not really supposed to go above 5, but I really like the can. It looks really cool. Taste, I gave it 2 because I don't like coffee, but it was bearable for me, so that's saying something. Color 3 because it was just brown, but again, it was coffee, so can't really help it too much. So overall, I gave it 3 stars. Woo!
All right. Well, I did not like it nearly as much as you two. I would not buy this, probably, just because I didn't like it. The design of the can was the best feature. I gave it a 3.5. I was going to give it a 4, and I kind of teetered between 3.5 and 4. But I mean, it's a decent design. But, the taste, 1.5 coffee beans, because, like I said, I didn't like it. It was tasted like, did not remind me of Monster at all.
Yeah,
Very good point.
it's just not. It's just coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not Monster at all.
It's not carbonated, which I mean, I like carbonated beverages, but I mean, if you carbonate a coffee beverage, it might
Take
ruin
it
the
away,
flavor.
yeah.
That might make it weird. For color, I gave it 2. Standard coffee color, I guess. You probably can't really color anything else and make people happy though, so I don't know. But I just didn't really like the muddy watercolor. Overall, a 2.
That's good.
It tastes like grapefruit snack.
It totally
I was
does.
gonna say the taste was familiar, and maybe that's what it reminds me of.
So design, purple,
It says Mad Dog on it. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
Is that on my copy?
I believe
Why did it
the,
say Mad Cat?
I'm sorry. You know.
oh yeah.
I believe the logo's gold. Gold's pretty.
I don't like that. I know you do, but I don't really like that.
I really like purple and I really like.
I kind of wish it was purple instead of gold.
Yeah. And then color, woo, it was actually purple. Like that was pretty cool. Yeah. So, okay, design. I gave it 3 stars. Pretty good. You know, not really much else to say about it. It says Mad Dog, purple, cool. Taste was good. I will drink it again, so that's why I got 4 stars. Color of the actual monster, I gave it 5 stars because it was actually purple, and I dig that. And then overall, my score would be 4 stars, so pretty good.
I gave the design a 3 because it's just. I was gonna say that it reminds me of some sort of sport, and then I saw the boxing glove, and it's just like that kind of stuff just doesn't appeal to me. I like that it's purple, but I don't really like the gold claw marks. I wish they were also purple. Taste, I gave a 4 because it's grapefruit snack flavored, and that's pretty interesting for Monster. Like, gotta hand them that, but it wasn't like, it's not like grapefruit snacks are my favorite fruit snack flavor. So, color I gave a 4. I really like that it's purple, but I wish it was like a bright, almost pinkish purple.
Yeah, that's.
Instead of like, it's like almost black, kind of. And then, so I give that 4. So my overall score is 3.5.
For mine, I gave it 4 all the way across the board. The design 4, I kind of like it a little bit. I mean, it's got cool little things on the side there. You call that a side ground?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Hashtag side ground.
Yeah. Taste, yeah, it was, a little grapey. I kind of liked it, kind of, yeah, I think it reminded me of fruit snacks. The color, and you took the point that I was going to say that I wish it was a lighter purple. I mean, it was almost too dark, but other than that, it was a lot better than brown or, darkish yellow. And so we're all a 4.
Cola.
Like I don't. You taste
It
the,
almost tastes like a Yay bomb. I can kind of see that.
like the licorice undertones.
I don't-
are there.
But it's
taste
like
that.
really weak, like not enough where it's like normal Yay bombs are like, but
I don't really get why it's called a salt and it's red, but the flavor is like really unexpected for red, or like I just wasn't expecting that flavor at all. It's definitely, I don't think any of us can really pinpoint the flavor,
Yeah, to me, like I said, it kind of reminds me of like Monster with Jaeger or something, like a Jaeger bomb, but not quite. It's definitely weird. I don't know. What do you think, Graces?
I thought the flavor was interesting. It wasn't the best thing. I mean, it's kind of right in the middle. I'd buy it, I guess, maybe, but
Only if it was on sale.
yeah,
I wouldn't drink this again.
I really like the color though. I kind of like that blood red color.
All right, so design. Originally, I had given it 2 stars, but I did give it 1 extra star for Civ appeal. Yep, because it would appeal to a certain snow cat thing. Taste. 2 stars. Didn't really like it. It was kind of weird, but I didn't absolutely hate it. So 2 stars. Color 3, I liked it. I just kind of wish it was like a brighter red, you know? Or maybe green. And then overall score was 2.5 stars. So that's what we're asking.
The design, I gave it a 2, so it's not really my thing, but it's not horrible, so I'll give it a 2. Taste, I gave it a 2 as well, because maybe I just have different taste buds, but to me it just tasted like a knockoff cola, and knockoff cola is not great tasting. The color, I gave it 3 because it's cool that it's different than like regular Monster. It's red, but it kind of also reminds me of blood because it's like a dark red, so it's kind of like you a little bit. So the overall, I gave it 3 stars.
Well, for me, in the design category, I gave it a 3. I mean, it's kind of plain, but it's got, you know, like the red Monster logo. And, for the taste, I gave it also a 3. It was decent, but you know, nothing real special. It kind of reminded me of like, you know, a Jägermeister a little bit, but not really as strong like the Jägermeister type flavor, that licorice flavor, which I don't really like. So the color, I loved the color. Kind of reminded me a little bit of blood.
How many stars?
Oh, 5 stars or 5 loops and humps. I don't know, I drew weird things.
5. Oh.
Spaghetti lumps.
5 spaghetti noodle curves. Overall, a 4.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It does taste a lot like regular Monster.
Yeah. That's pretty
Almost
much
like maybe a tiny more watered down, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
a little less flavorful, maybe? A little less like sugary.
It almost tastes like maybe there was a slight bit of artificial sweetener in there or something. Like I got kind of a little bit of like maybe that aftertaste that you get from artificial sweetener.
Like oddly, I got an aftertaste of like plastic.
The can is pretty cool looking, and it worked to get my interest. Like it piqued your interest.
It almost looks like the color is darker than normal Monster.
Yeah, it kind of does look a little darker. So design, I gave it a 4, based on the fact that it's really interesting looking, and because of what it says, it makes you think, is this like gonna taste like beer? What is this? It's just really intriguing, so that's why I gave it a kind of a higher score. Taste, I gave it a 3 because it's kind of just tastes like regular Monster. Maybe a little more chilled out, I don't know. And then color, give it a 2 because it's still kind of that yellowy, dark brown chemical color. I don't know. And then overall I gave it 3 stars, so
You
that's
guys,
fair.
looking at this, it kind of reminds me of Gryffindor.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's griffins on it, and they're like, if there's like a banner with the name on it, kind of looks like Gryffindor, so that's like,
like a coat of arms.
yeah, it's pretty cool. There's griffins on the can, so that's extra for 8 points there. So I gave the design a 4. Design's pretty cool. Taste I gave a 4 because it's basically like regular Monster flavored, and I believe I gave regular Monster 4. The color, for some reason, I don't know if it's just because we just were looking at dark red, but it looks darker than regular Monster, so that's a little more interesting, but still not very cool looking. So I gave it a 3. So overall is 3.5.
All right. For design, I have a 4. Definitely more going on than a lot of the other cans. The griffins and stuff. The taste, I don't know. I don't remember what I scored the original monster, but it was really similar to that, but I think there was a slight aftertaste I'm getting from this one that I don't remember from
Something
the
a little
original.
different.
So I'm scoring this as a 2.5. The colors, we're back to dehydrated peat. I would say 2, but you know, it's just this common color that a lot of energy drinks are not really exciting. And then overall, I'm going with a 2.5, just, you know, halfway there about, so.
Hi, I'm Kona. I'm an Aussie. I'm also the owner of AutumnFallings, so I made all these lovely pellets here. I have a website, autumnfallings.com, or for Affinity, or Twitter.
My name's Havik. I'm a male red panda, dog, corgi thing. My hobbies include eating pizza, drinking Monster, knocking things over with my tail. My Twitter is @HavikIsCrank. Follow me.
I'm Dracis, snow leopard. I like to sleep and eat and drink. And, you can find me on Twitter @DracisLW, or for Affinity, user Dracis.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing us try all these monster flavors. We had a good time doing this. Hopefully in the future I'll do this, maybe with the same people, maybe with different animals. We'll just see. So yeah, if you like what you see, subscribe and
Like, comment.
Hit the like button.
listen to him. Like it, comment,
Subscribe to
do it.